I'm going to talk about 3 strategies to help you help your child stay out of the wrong circle, help them stay away from the bad influences. All right, here we go. First thing, how to stop your child from getting around a bad influence or from being in the wrong circle. You have to use filtering. First thing is filtering. Filtering, what do I mean by that? Well, from a very early age, helping to choose your child's activities, keeping them in positive activities, keeping them around circles and around spaces that are predominantly successful. Now, I'm not saying that something is 100%, but if you help your child to choose positive activities, there's a much better chance that they will be set up for success and will stay out of bad influences. For example, your child has a much better chance of not being around bad influences if they're involved in the coding club and maybe chess group and quiz bowl rather than hanging out with the kids at the smoker's corner or smoker's loop around the corner from the school, right? These are things that are no-brainers, but it's something that parents have to follow through on. Now, let's say that you weren't super early about getting your child into the correct positive spaces and activities. Well, it's not too late. You can always help your child pick up something. I always tell parents to maybe try track and field because there's so many different events in the field that your child can find their niche, something that they can be successful at, and can really have fun and start training and be around some positive people, coaches, and other athletes. Now, if they're not about physicality and they don't want to do something like a sport, there's so many other things, like I mentioned before, coding clubs, there's so many quiz bowl clubs, there's so many things that pertain to a very niche type of thing that your child may like. It's about finding out what your child likes and getting them involved into these positive and cool things for them to do that are extracurricular activities that take their time so they won't be around people with bad influence. The second thing, now filtering, great, help them pick activities. The second thing is adding innocent activities. I say adding innocent activities because there's lots of instances where kids are just trying to grow up too fast, right? Our little girls want to grow up too fast. Our little boys want to grow up too fast. And so adding innocent activities. For example, for boys, I like to add innocent activities like card trading, right? Trading cards, whether they're Pokemon or Naruto or some type of cool cartoon thing like that, or if they're player trading cards like basketball, football, or baseball, the traditional things that I grew up doing. Getting them involved in innocent activities can help to take their mind back down to a more age-appropriate level. One thing I really like to suggest for adolescent girls is adding a small pet. A bunny or a hamster is a great way to bring back that innocence. Not only does it bring back the innocence, but it can also help with creating more ownership and life skills and awareness. And so looking after something helps to bring out all these kindness and a lot of these components that our children don't always get to express. So we talked about filtering, helping your child pick activities, getting them involved in things early and often that are positive, around positive influences. Now the second one, adding innocent activities, helping them do some more age-appropriate activities that keep them from growing up just way too fast. The third thing I like to talk about is molding preferences. So making sure that you're helping to put role models around in their lives that they can look up to. Because when they start to like a certain type of personality pattern or personality traits, then it's hard for them to attach to a group of peer friends that don't exhibit those personality traits that they past have liked or have became accustomed to. And so also on that note is limiting their exposure to folks that you don't want them to be like. Now, you may love your brother to death, but you maybe don't think he's the best role model. You wouldn't want your children to emulate or to copy the type of characteristics that he does. And so limiting that exposure may be a good idea. Same thing with some of your best friends. Well, they may be your best friends, but maybe you don't want your kids acting like that or emulating something that they may do. And so limiting that exposure. Now on the flip side, making sure that you're bringing plenty of other role models into their lives that you do want them to look up to, that you do want them to copy or take things from or emulate. Because children, they're like sponges. We know it. They soak up things. What they're around really helps to make their character. They're so malleable. And so if you put positive forces around them, positive things around them that you would love for them to look up to. And so since they like those other traits, it would be harder for them to get caught up in bad influences in the wrong crowd, because those aren't personality traits that they're drawn to. So we just talked about how to help your children stay away from bad influences, right? We talked about filtering. We talked about adding innocent activities and then molding the preferences around them. So if you like that discussion, please watch some more, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it. We do this as a community. If you have any questions, if you want me to answer a question, or you would just like to have me make a video about an issue that you're having, let me know in the comments. I will respond. I will make a new video for your needs. All right, y'all. Peace. Hey, make for sure that you know we're all a work in progress. Nobody is perfect, but we can always continue to try, knowing that we can be better continually. Thanks for watching my channel. I sincerely appreciate you. Peace. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Imagine love in your life.